Hey, Gary Guth here with BagpipeLessons.net. In the last bunch of videos, at the beginning, you should have printed out this sheet right here. This is my rhythm pattern sheet. We've talked a lot about um, duple meter, 4/4, 3/4, 2/4, and so forth. The other meter is called triple meter, and triple meter would include 6/8, 9/8, 12/8, things like that. And there are set patterns for those meters. It's when we're playing something in 6/8, for instance. We have 6/8 notes to the measure. So if you look at if you well, okay, so I'm using 9/8 as an example here, but here I've got 9/8 notes to the measure. Okay, so if you were counting those, you wouldn't count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because 7 has two syllables. So what you would do is you would count in three groups of three. One and a, two and a, three and a, one and a, two and a, three and a. So what you should practice doing is you're gonna march. One and a, two and a, three and a, one and a, two and a, three and a. So while you're marching, you're gonna say one and a, two and a, three and a, one and a, two and a, three and a. Let's put it in 6/8. One and a, two and a, one and a, two and a, one and a, two and a. I made a while back. I made the comment about the fact that as I was watching the Queen's funeral procession go to Windsor Castle, you had all these pipe bands, but they're all marching like this. But they're playing slow airs that are normally played in two. They're playing them in six. They're playing, for instance, normally if you were playing Mist Covered Mountains, it would sound like this in two. And they were playing it in six. See what I'm doing? So I'm tapping in six, and they were marching at this pace to keep up with the parade. Okay, so normally in the olden days when we were competing with a slow march, we would play it to the dotted quarter note. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Okay, so we're talking in 6/8 time. You say, well, how do you count 6/8 time? 6/8 time is normally counted in two beats to the measure. Okay, so if I take 3/8 notes, 2/8 notes equals a quarter note, and 3/8 notes equals a dotted quarter note. Okay, so if you look at my rhythm pattern sheet, if you look at the fourth line down, the first bar is 9/8 time. I have three beats. I have three notes in that measure, three dotted quarter notes. So I'm going 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, here's the eighth notes. One and a, two and a, three and a, one and a, two and a, three and a, one and a, two and a, three and so forth. Now, if you look at tunes like Scots Wha Hay, Going Home, tunes like that, those are in 6/8 time. One, two, one, two. So I've got a quarter note followed by an eighth note. That's a pattern. That's a set pattern. One, two, one, two, one, two. Going Home is one, two, one, two, one, two, one. So again, I'm tapping my foot on the dotted corner. I could go 1 and 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 3, 6, 1. See what I'm doing? You don't want to do that. You want to do 1, 2, 1, 2. So you play it nice and easy. I got two beats to the measure. The dotted quarter note gets the beat. We also have rhythms in 6/8 time and compound time where we have a triplet with a dot in the first position. So I've got a dot, a 16th note in the second note, and so forth. If you're looking at my rhythm pattern sheet, I'm in the second to the last line from the bottom, the last measure. Okay, and so the way you say those in rhythm is ta ti ta, 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 like that. Skyboat song. Ta ti ta ta ti ta ta ti ta two, ta ti ta two. 1, 2. There's Skyboat song. Skyboat song is in 6/8. As a matter of fact, slow airs and slow marches are usually written in 6/8 unless somebody doesn't know anything about rhythm and then they write it in a duple time. Anyway, so that's a rhythm pattern that you could use. If you're looking at the very last line, we could put the short note first, the longest note second, and so I've got a 16th, a dotted eighth, and a eighth note. That's ti-ta-ta, ti-ta-ta, ti-ta-ta. Okay, so if you know a tune like Bonnie Dundee, Bonnie Dundee has a lot of these triplet patterns in them. Ta one, ta 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 two, ta 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 one, ta ta one, ta 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 two, ta 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 one, two. So that's Bonnie Dundee. Okay, that's so. How do you learn how to do this? Okay, here's what I would do. And this is sort of a recap on all of the rhythm patterns that we started with. You have my rhythm pattern sheet because I gave you a place at the very top to print it out, okay? What you should do is you should practice the duple patterns first. So if I start at the top of the sheet, I'm going to start with the whole note, dotted half note, followed by a quarter, two half notes, four quarters, and so forth. This is the way I do it, okay? I'm clapping the beat, and I'm going to say the rhythm. I'm going to say the rhythm. Ready, set, go. 1, 1, 4. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E, 2 E, 3, 4 E, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Those are my duple patterns. You should practice saying them just like I'm saying them. I'm saying them with the right inflection. Inflection is everything in rhythm, okay? So you want to make sure that you're saying 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 because it has value, when you say it. If I just say 1 and a 2 and a 3 and then that's a different pattern. I'm saying 1 and a 2 and a 3 and that's triple, but 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a is duple. Okay, hear the difference? Here's my triple patterns. 1, 2, 3. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1, a 2, a 3, a ta ti ta ta ti ta ta ti ta ti ta 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 ta. Those are my triple patterns, okay? The first thing you should do if you want to become a rhythm expert is you should practice saying these every day. These patterns, just say them. Practice saying them every day. I've got all kinds of resources in my website and my blog posts. If you go up and search rhythm training, there's a lot more rhythm training. I'll even give you examples that you can print out and stuff. But again, what I'm offering down below is I'm offering my Christmas book and my hymnal. Okay, and they're both available in digital format. So I mean, if you live in Australia, you certainly don't want me mailing you a book because the book will cost you a fortune. You could buy it on Amazon. You could do that if Amazon delivers to Australia. But you could download a digital copy, for a certain amount of money, and you get it right away. Okay, the purpose of those books is to use songs that you already know. to teach you how to teach your rhythm. How do you do that? You practice these patterns first. Then you take a pencil. Okay, the books aren't parchment. They're copy paper. Okay, so what you do is you take a pencil and you're going to write the 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 number below the melody notes of the stems down. Those are the ones you're going to put the rhythm and if you look at most of the hymns and most of the Christmas songs, I've started them for you. Okay, you want to become a rhythm expert? You become a rhythm expert by learning the patterns, by writing in the rhythm. Write in the rhythm on all of your tunes. Write them in. Practice saying the tunes. Scotland the Brave. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's Scotland the Brave. Okay, you learn how to sing these with the rhythm. Okay, this is a musical instrument. We want it to sound musical. Okay, but it's the rhythm and how we use the rhythm between a steady beat that creates musicality on playing the bagpipe. Okay, this is a great instrument, but it's different. It's different than other instruments because it's loud. It's always loud. It's not soft, and so we need to do everything possible to make sure we get good music out of this instrument. I hope you enjoyed these videos. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. You can call me on the phone. If you're looking for help, hey, the first lesson here is always free. I'll give you half an hour to answer your questions and that kind of thing. I hope you have a great day. My name is Gary Guth. This is BagpipeLessons.net, and I hope you enjoy playing the bagpipe as much as I do. Have a great day.